in Judaism, nothing happens in a vacuum. I mean, in religion in general, nothing happens in a vacuum. Every single thing has a reason, a purpose, or a manipulation for things to happen, unfortunately or fortunately. That's how religion survived. Judaism had to learn how to survive as being an oppressed minority. No time in Jewish history was as bad as the 1300s. I mean, the Holocaust was bad because it killed a lot of people, but in the 1300s you have people getting torched in the street and raped and killed daily. And then you have the Black Plague, and the Jews were not dying, and the Jews got blamed for the Black Plague because we have the strange habit of bath once a week. That was 1,000,000 times more than the rest of the people. So therefore we wouldn't die during the Black Plague. So they blame us for the Black Plague. And it got terrible. Many of those ideas and concepts that exist even today in religion, or some of the sects or cults, are direct from medieval concepts. But in Judaism, because of the intention of Jews getting segregated and remaining segregated, they adopt all the commentary. When we go to rabbinical school, we always put a lot of emphasis in learning about Nachmanides, Maimonides, all those people that are from that period of time when Jews were being persecuted, and their vision of the world was very skewed. Even though, like Maimonides, didn't have the worst life that he could have, still he had a pretty bad life compared to what happened 100 years before, which wasn't good anyway. And the reality is that we're talking about something that happened 800 years ago. When your computer breaks, you don't call a medieval technician to fix your computer. You call someone that knows the tools of today, right? And for me, Jews that follow the ideas of someone from the medieval period as the rule of law today are idolaters. Are exactly the definition of idolater, because God manifests himself in creation, which means every day he is elevating our power to think. Don't forget that those people believed the earth was flat. You don't go to a medieval doctor when you're sick. And if you go to a medieval doctor, what he's going to do is to try to cast a spell on you, and everything will be okay. That's why the life expectancy was 20 years old. And in Judaism, it's unfortunate, but it's very interesting, because as you have the tools to understand what's behind everything, then you can look at those things with different eyes. And say, listen, this guy was a guy that was being persecuted for being Jewish, and he has a deep fear and a deep hate of the Gentile world, and a justified one. But our history is not the same as theirs, and so we should not try to be like them. If we should try to understand a history that is similar to ours, we should look at Abraham, should look at Isaac, we should look at Jacob. Those people have rich experiences that were as diverse from each other in a very short period of time, but includes so many more different experiences that we could share today. The people that live in a period of oppression, their sociology was not the same we have today, and if it will be, and if we segregate ourselves, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy.